So, yeah, what's your current relationship status? If you're single, how long have you been single? Longest relationship ever? Go ahead.
Okay. My relationship status is technically single, but I do identify as a FEMCEL, and I'm celibate.
Okay. Yeah.
And then my longest relationship was 4 years ago, was 4 years long, and that was about a year and a half ago. But basically for the whole year and a half since I broke up with them, I haven't been basically like with anyone. There was a couple of hookups, but honestly, I don't count that because I disassociated from it. But,
Wait, so just clarificate. So a couple hookups, but don't count them.
But those are like in the beginning of my FEMCEL era. Now I'm like fully committed to it and fully like getting power from it.
Do you date women or?
No, only heteros.
Straight. Okay. Mm-hmm. Wait, so you're a FEMCEL?
Yes.
Can we clarify what that means?
Yeah. So I mean, if you can define that, because do you mean like you're a female involuntarily celibate? Because some people define FEMCEL differently. So.
Yeah. So an incel is like somebody that's involuntarily celibate. So I'm just a female version. And basically I say that because I think men are beautiful, they're attractive, I love to be around them, and I think they're talented, creative, and just fun. But as soon as you start to view them, I think in a romantic sense, they somehow manifest a dark energy within them. And I'm just hella like bubbly and nice and kind and super loving. I have like the biggest heart ever, which is a blessing and a curse. And I think once they see that, they either get like intimidated or that dark energy is repelled by like love energy. And so like I'm literally like man repellent.
Closer to the mic. You're literally man. What?
Yes.
Why are you man repellent?
Oh, just so many times like I've just been ghosted, and just like I used to be obsessed with finding a man. Like literally, she knows every time we'd go out, we'd be like, I have to find a man. I have to find a rave babe. I'd be like just obsessed with men, and just like having too much energy like that. Like men are like scared of that. They're just trying to and then dip. So like seeing someone that like fully wants to be like obsessed with you and just be like a super powerful duo, like. Men just usually don't want that. I'm like generalizing, but it just in my personal experience, I've just experienced so much rejection that now I think it's fun. Now I think it's funny. It used to like get me in my feelings and stuff, but not no more. Like I don't know. I just have felt so much happier. My depression has completely yeeted from my body. I've completely like rebranded my whole self because my mentality has just gone so much better ever since I started going. This whole route. When you say you deal with a lot of rejection, you get rejected a lot. Are you talking about romantic rejection or sexual rejection? Like both, because they go hand in hand. Like, and especially like if you say to a man like I don't want to do that the first time I see you, maybe later on, that's like an immediate dub, And
what's a dub? Is that an L?
No, that's like you get dubbed. Like no, it's an L. That's an L.
I'm sorry, guys. I listened to Pearl Jam. I'm too much of a boomer for. Wait, so it's a dub is a win? No, a dub is an L. The dub is they ghost you. Yeah. Okay. So, literally so many times. Like if I'm talking to them at a party, I'll literally be talking to them all night. They're like rizzing me up. I think it's going so well. And then as soon as I say anything like, oh, by the way, I'm not trying to do that tonight, but we can totally kick it as friends. It's like they'll literally leave the conversation, start talking to another girl. And it's like, so I just like, yeah. Maybe and you're not trying to do that tonight, as in have sexual intercourse. Like P and the V. Yeah. Sexual intercourse.
Yeah.
Okay. Good times.
Mm-hmm. Maybe you give them too much attention and energy.
I do, but I think that's such a good thing.
I like a lot. I like that.
But they have to earn it from you though. You just can't give it to them.
Yeah, like, they have to. Just give.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of men do. A lot of men do, but they're typically the ones who run away.
I just like having fun. You know,
be nice to a guy.
I don't think we like the chase.
You can be nice to them.
I don't think we like the chase.
You definitely like the chase. I can tell you.
We don't like the chase. No. I don't want the chase. No chase.
The whole chase, ignore.
Just up front.
Is it because you can't run that fast, or?
No, just it's like I don't like to play games.
Are you not good at games?
Well, it's not really a game.
No,
like the proper way to do it is
more
to show an earnest interest, like to show that he's genuinely interested in you. That's not chasing. That's just saying like, I really want you.
Yeah,
and this is how I'm going to prove it.
Yeah.
I just skip over the bullshit. I'd rather just skip over the, the whole. Does she like me? And then she's thinking, does he like me? And then there's this game playing. No. No,
it shouldn't be a game either way, though. Like, a girl shouldn't have to make you like jump through hoops in order to prove that she likes you. Like, she should just like you from the start.
I agree.
At the same time, it has to be like mutually respectful, essentially.
I think men shouldn't assume that women like them just because they're nice.
Yeah.
I don't know. 100%.
Wait, so okay. You're a FEMCEL. How long have you been celibate for?
Shoot, I haven't been counting the months, but maybe like the last like real like 6 months has been like really like when I've been starting going ham with this whole identity.
Okay. Well, but you said that's when you started going ham with his whole identity, which I mean makes it sound like you have some degree of choice.
Yeah, I mean, if I were to meet somebody that changed my mind, then I don't mind. But I literally like I'm not kidding when I'm saying every man is like repelled by me, but like it's involuntary, you know?
Every man is repelled by you. We have a little thing popping off. We'll have Madison fix it. Just stay there, Nick. You say you're at these parties and these guys come up to you, and as soon as they find out that you're not down to have sex that night, they move on to another woman. Mm-hmm. Now, but when it comes to being involuntarily celibate, if men are propositioning you and offering you sex and you're rejecting it, that would suggest to me that you're voluntarily celibate. If men are offering you sex and you're turning them down.
Yeah, but those are just like random people. If I'm like actually like into somebody, like that was just like a random conversation I had at a club. But like if I'm actually like into somebody, I swear they're never into me too. Like the last person I just like showed any interest towards, I don't know. I think people like are just like really narcissistic and have really big egos. So if you're not like immediately trying to act like they're trying to like just be all over them and like be like, I don't know, just feeding their ego, and you actually want to talk about yourself or anything you're doing, it is like a complete turn off to them, and they're just like used to girls being all over them, you know?
We have a chat here from Whatever Fan. He says, FEMCEL usually means a woman who can't get an LTR, not one who isn't sleeping around. So, I mean, do you do OF?
I'm trying to. I'm okay. Epically failing at it, but yeah.
You're epically failing at it. I mean, are there not, because like,
I only have 6 subs.
Like,
so.
Can you think of one guy right now who, if you texted him and you're like, hey, do you want to have sex?
I don't know. I've completely like removed the whole idea of men from my mind. Like I don't pay I don't pay any attention to them.
Except whenever you profit off of them for OnlyFans.
No, I mean, like, I think you need to focus on yourself and build up why it is that you're confident and have value. And I think that if you're bombing on OnlyFans, maybe you could take it as a sign to like maybe move away from the platform, because it's going to have long-term consequences too. Yeah. And if you want a proper, respectful relationship, you're not going to find that at the clubs.
Based.
Yeah. I don't look for relationships at all. Like that's just if somebody random comes up to me, you know.
Sorry, go ahead.
But I'm not looking for a relationship. Like literally, I don't think of men like at all anymore. Like I'm only focused on like me and my girls. Like that's where I find my social connection from.
Sometimes you have to be careful with what kind of girls you choose too to surround yourself with.
That's true. Yes. I got a good family though. Like we're a real literally we're a cult. So like so I don't know. I just got a really good support system around me like that. So
okay. Well, I don't think you're a FEMCEL, but
that's my definition.
Okay. It's like a style thing, but it's not like a literal incel. It's not the same.
Yeah, you're not literally.
Can't be that way.
Voluntarily.
Yeah.
Truth be told, I don't think women.
You've seen.
I don't think women can be involuntarily celibate.
Because they're always desirable, like
no,
biologically.
Yeah, pretty much. Like.
So do you think men can be involuntarily celibate?
Yeah. Absolutely, yeah.
If they're biologically desired by other women and men?
Well, I mean, it comes down to your capacity to actually procure sex. So, and obviously, let's exclude prostitution, for example. There are men genuinely out there, despite them making reasonable, good faith efforts to get sex, they just can't. Whereas, I mean, it's I mean, I can't think of a scenario where a woman, if she just strictly wanted casual sex, could not get it almost instantly, very quickly. You need not do more as a woman than just download Tinder, download a dating app, make yourself available. You probably won't even have to take all that much initiative. You can probably get laid very easily.
That's true, but I think it's different value systems, because it's like women can get, any woman, I honestly think in any situation can get laid, but it's not something that women value.
Well, that's a different question, though. Is it, do women want to have casual sex? But when we're talking about a specific term, like someone who's involuntarily celibate, I mean, that has a very specific definition. You are involuntarily celibate, so despite your efforts to procure sex, you're not able to get it.
I think it's rather short-sighted to specify that it's only a men issue, because even in the intro, you specified if you're a girl, you can DM the podcast if you want to come on. I feel as though men aren't given as many opportunities to be like social and to like meet a lot of people that are on similar wavelengths as they are. And so
you're just arguing my point.
Well, what I'm saying is, I think, but you're saying that you think only men can be involuntarily celibate, and I think women can also shut themselves away and be very much like in their own head, thinking, okay, everyone likes me. I'm not the beauty standard. For men, it's, oh, I don't have muscles and I'm not over 6 feet. And for women, it's, okay, I don't have triple D's and I don't have a tiny waist. Like, it can be, I feel like it can be very fair on either side.
Well, I mean, sorry, go ahead. Continue with your point.
I was going to say, I think that she is describing a lot of voluntary celibacy, because that's how I operate too. I'm voluntarily celibate in my life.
But we're talking about involuntarily celibate. And I mean, you mentioned, like, for example, physical appearance. I mean, we've had women on the show who, no offense to them, but just as a statement of fact, were, for example, morbidly obese. And, you know, it occurs to me that their looks equivalent, you put them in the male body with the same characteristics. We have women, for example, right? A woman could be, how do I want to best frame this?
Ugly as fuck.
Like, even really, really unattractive women can be sluts. But a really unattractive, 100%. Like morbidly obese man can't be a slut.
But who's to say that a morbidly obese woman could be a slut?
He can be a slut, girl.
I don't know.
Wait a minute. Who's for example, we've had women on the show who, I mean, Nick, if you're able to pull it up, the girl who was who wore the pink, she was. What?
Bro, bringing up.
Oh, you have it? One sec. I mean, she's a little bit overweight, and she was saying how she could sleep with 5 men in a day. Her male looks equivalent, like, to be able to sleep with 5 women in a day, that puts you in the realm of like A-list celebrity, musician, actor, professional athlete, or you're just exceptionally good looking.
Or it puts you into a price bracket of how much you make, and you can pay for those services also.
Yeah, but I'm excluding prostitution from this conversation.
What about OnlyFans?
What do you mean?
Because
how's that related at all?
Because plenty of men have favorite models that they like to fund their lives specifically, and for some OnlyFans models, they are willing to exchange more intimate interactions with users than others. For some people,
prostitution? Yeah, I'm excluding that from the conversation.
Well, I wasn't sure if you identified OnlyFans as prostitution.
Well,
that's what.
You're saying, hold on, but you're saying you're talking about having more intimate connection. So I think what you were trying to arrive at is, what if the women on OnlyFans offer up sexual services, aka sex, for money?
Yeah. Well, because he's talking about physical sex, not like.
Like just chances in general, because from what I maybe I'm misunderstanding your point then.
Well, that's the thing is that, like, there's a story with Kurt Cobain where he ended up basically having intimacy with a woman who was mentally disabled, physically disabled, overweight, and smelled. And the girl apparently had slept with a bunch of guys in the town, including some family members. So it's like a woman inherently is always going to be used by men who are seeking that out. But men, on the other hand, will never be used in that respect, at least not usually.
I wonder if it's connected to women being inherently seen as like a biological sexual object, whereas men are more conquership based, more protector, more warrior. And I wonder if those biological like expectations.
Those are biological realities, yeah. Like women are the receptacle, and men are the ones who basically pursue.
I'm not sure if I would categorize women as receptacles.
I mean, like, yeah, that
I'm not going to co-sign that statement.
Yeah,
but
that was
it
my
makes
bad.
sense then that there's more men that are like finding, involuntary celibacy to be their way of how they operate, if that is the case, if we live in a society to where men are not seen as sexual beings and women are, right?
Well, women aren't supposed to be seen as sexual beings. We're supposed to have agency and womanhood and femininity, but unfortunately with the commercial society that we live in, it's like we've been reduced down to these sexual objects, whether it's like boobs and butts and all of that jazz. There's no sense of respect or dignity associated with womanhood anymore because of, in my opinion, the things like the sexual revolution basically removing our agency from us.
But that's women's own doing. Like, kind of women did that to themselves, like over like the whole feminism thing.
Yep.
Well, part of it doing it to ourselves is for money, because it's an easy way to make money.
So that's why I mentioned money, because I feel like money is always going to be a topic when talking about those interactions, and as far as like people's ability to get sex, because I have listened to self-proclaimed incel men speak about how they've paid for sex before, but they don't count that as a real experience because of the way that they view it. That's what they say.
Yeah. Why? I mean, because what I think incel men want is they want sex that does not involve, that's not transactional.
I would hope.
Now, I mean, we can certainly have a deeper conversation of, well, to some degree, is romantic
everything transactional?
Is everything transactional? But that's on another level.
It's not organic, I guess, is what he's trying to say. Yeah, like more so like organic sex. Like you meet somebody, you click, and then you're like, oh, hey, let's go, hook up. That's, I think, more so what he's talking about.
I wonder if that comes down to, base levels of testosterone versus estrogen levels. And I just wonder if it's not as like a social contagion issue, or if it's more like genuine, just like our biology kind of catching up to us a little bit in the social state that we're at, right?
No, I agree, because you actually, like how you said that, like, men don't have a lot of, like, they have a lot of social experiences. They can go out and meet a woman. I was literally just in Japan last week, and it was like the cutest thing. My feet were dying, so I was sitting and like in this little corner, and there were these two schoolgirls, and this like they're high schoolers, right? High school guy comes up, puts the arm right like by her head. It goes like, "Hey, I saw you. You're really just really cute, and what you doing later," right? And she was just giggling like, "Oh my gosh!" Like this is her like fairy tale moment. And when he like gave him her number, when he left, she was like giggling with her friend, like, "Oh my gosh, that was so great." And I'm like things are so different in this culture, and like men could just go up to women in other countries and be like, "Oh my gosh, I really like you. You're really beautiful. Like, let me take you out on a date."
Men do that all the time. Like
they do, but they're often rejected.
They open up their phone and they hand you their Instagram with it open for you to type in your username. Yeah. That's what they do.
I feel like it's stupid. Like if somebody comes up to me on the street, I'm always hella friendly. I don't give a fuck if it's a homeless man, like, or whatever, whoever it is. Like I'm gonna always meet them with positive energy. Like I think catcalling, getting upset by that is literally so dumb.
Look, here's the reality, right? Okay. Most women can sleep with most men. Most men cannot sleep with most women. A woman can, she would have to, I would even argue if she was seriously disabled or disfigured, she could still procure sex rather easily.
Also, I'm delusional and very, like, men trigger manic episodes in me. Okay. So, like, I almost turn into a crazy person if they try to talk to me. But, that's usually what repels them.
But here's the thing. If you were to download Tinder, just swipe on even the dudes that you just think are physically attractive, or if you even were to go out to a nightclub or a bar or a party, and you say men approach you.
I tried Tinder, I tried Hinge. Literally, I get like 0 matches, and if I try to meet up with them, like
stop the cap.
I'm not capping.
I don't believe it.
Literally, I complain about this all the time. Dude, do you not hear me complain about that stuff all the time?
Yes, you do complain about that stuff all the time.
Okay, well, so let me ask you a question. First off, how do you categorize your look? Like, are you a scene girl? Yeah. Are you e-girl? What's your? How do you define your aesthetic?
Like Lolita, Harajuku, scene core, Stereo core, like anything that ends with core, cottage core. Like,
okay. Are you seeking out men that fall into like a very niche?
Oh, for sure. Like basically, I don't know, for some reason, energy attraction. Like I only attract clinically insane men, so that might be why. Like, it just doesn't work.
And they don't want to fuck. The insane dudes don't even want to fuck. Is what you're saying? They don't want to fuck.
Too many girls on them.
The insane dudes have too many.
Yes, they
lady
do.
friends.
Or like SoundCloud rappers.
That's your type of SoundCloud
I'm not into like
rapper.
rappers necessarily, because I'm not into like the hip hop rap scene as much. But definitely like, I don't know if you know what hyperpop is, or like dancecore, and like those specific.
I know
kind of
90s grunge music. That's the extent of my.
It
that's
kind
it.
of is like a
Pearl Jam, Stone Temple Pilots.
Yeah.
That's it. Maybe some like early, late 90s pop punk, Blink 182.
It's just like music that moves so fast, it's almost like epilepsy inducing.
Sounds like okay.
Yeah.
Cool. In any case, I'm pretty sure if you hopped on a dating app, and I'm pretty confident you'd. You know what? We should do this as an experiment. Let's actually grant her access to her phone. Do you have Tinder on your phone? So you're going to be maybe.
I have Hinge.
I've seen Hinge on your phone.
It's sad. It's sad.
We'll give you, while we're having everyone else do their relationship status, we're giving you 10 minutes to access. Do you have Tinder?
I can show you all these dumb conversations.
Yeah, it's okay. You don't have to show them. But I want you to get on Hinge, and I want you to. Yes. Oh wait, but I think you have limited likes on Hinge, right? I haven't been on dating apps in a while. Well, the likes come to you, right? Okay. All your matches be like, "What are you doing tonight?"
No, because literally, look, I always get no reply. I stay in West LA area, no reply ever again. Like, I said, "You're not a horse," and then he never responded to me. And
wait, can I see your photos? Let me see. I'm gonna get her a man tonight.
She said, "You're not a horse."
I'm gonna get her a man tonight. Okay, let's see. Hold on.
Brian's living vicariously.
Okay. I mean, you have 50 plus matches in the queue, I think. Right? Yeah.
Yeah, I get matches, but as soon as I DM them, they never respond. I've literally like only met up with like 2 people on there in the year and a half.
Okay.
And it was just like a horrible experience.
5,
Do you
3.
DM them first?
Yes, I always DM them first.
You have to let them DM you first.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. Yes.
I don't have the patience
drinks, smoke sometimes, weed sometimes, drugs sometimes.
Wait.
Atheist.
What is your bio?
Atheist, liberal, long-term relationship, open to short. You are wholesome and have a big heart. That's one of your prompts. Together we could do arts and crafts and talk about our favorite things. And then you're also taking a picture in a graveyard. Cool. Bro, you could definitely get some like. Where do you live? LA?
Yeah.
Bro, there's all kinds of like pretentious art people there.
You're
good. You're good. You can. I got you.
Women like me.
I got you. I'm gonna get you a man tonight. Okay.
I don't want
I'm gonna get
one.
you. But you claim to be involuntarily celibate. We must correct this. We're gonna change it. I got you. Okay. We're gonna get you.
Okay. If it's somebody I like, bro, I'd be down. Honestly.
You just have to let them try harder, though.
Girl, I've been trying.
But you shouldn't be the one trying, I think. It's like you have to be the one where it's like they see the beauty inside of you, and then you end up reciprocating.
But that doesn't exist.
Beautiful.
But it's like doesn't exist.
Beautiful what she just said.
I don't know. I haven't seen.
Don't look for
I've seen only demons. I don't know.
But until that point, it's like it's like you're only gonna attract the same.
I want to ask the chat. Do you think she's actually a FEMCEL? Do you think she can act? She's actually a FEMCEL, guys.
I am.
You know what? Why don't we should also do another experiment. We'll have you come back in a month. We'll do like just I don't even think it's your physical appearance that's like in terms of your aesthetic, your look. Because I mean, guys like the kind of I don't know what the category is.
I would say with like the Lolita stuff and the little girl stuff, I would say like
let's not go there.
Well, it's like I think it just gives off the message of like I'm still kind of processing memories. I think that you're a very beautiful girl. I think that when you kind of have this more elegant sort of adult sort of look to you, then you're going to attract men who are actually going to take care of you and actually like.
But that's the thing, they bore me. Like if I can't have a conversation where I'm talking about like the universe energies and like all sorts of crazy deep stuff, you know, like if you can't, if you can't conversate with me like that, then it's literally like I don't know that I feel like I'm getting judged at that. Well, not even.
You want to talk about aliens?
Would you say
not
aliens necessarily?
Not aliens.
I'm trying to talk about like like evolution.
What are you trying to talk
like,
about?
The beauty of how we're all here. Like, dude, we're made up like a billion cells and like just born in these beautiful bodies. And like nobody realizes how vast and how rare and how great it is. Everybody's like trying to be depressed and on their emo stuff, you know? Like, I don't know. Like,
you know what we're gonna do? Madison back here, we're gonna transform you just for a month, just to see if we can get you out of your involuntary celibacy. Just a week.
I doubt it. It's honestly
we're gonna turn you into like a trad wife.
Yeah.
For like a week.